What's good? What's good? Hey, yo, what's up, everyone? It's your boy. It's your boy, a J, a O, a S, a H, a A, a B, a R, a A, a H, a A, M. And we're back with physics. What? Physics. Physics like Albert Einstein physics? Yeah. Physics like Steve Hawking's physics? Yeah. Physics like you failed the last year physics? Yeah. Okay, so where were we last time? Where were okay, okay, I should not have played that. So I was doing this, I did that. Now we got the list one, the last question. And then this assignment is over. Then I have to start with the biochemical kinetics. What the okay. I have a graph. Just worked. Okay, that's good. I have a graph on the assignment. How can I show that to you? It's looking like a graph with a line going down and a lot of spots. So what are the options for me to let you know the graph, how the graph is looking exactly? You can show me the graph in two main ways. I can help you analyze it accurately. Upload an image. Nah. Free version of ChatGPT don't allow that shit. Suggest a mathematical function. No. Estimate the parameters. Describe it quantitatively. Wait, there's one option. Let me check if it works. Is deep seek? We gotta seek deep, okay? Ah. Okay, I need you to give me a Python program that replicates the graph seen or given in the last question. But wait, let me first read the question. If it's not even following diagram shows a correlation between age and DNA preservation. With the which mathematical function is the line of best fit described? Provide as accurate as possible an estimate of all necessary parameters of the depicted function. I don't know if DeepSeek is cooking or just yapping. Okay, let me try. Let's see if this works or not. Let me new one. Other DNA graph Moment of truth. Nah, shit ain't it. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Data points. Not good enough. Okay. Looks like we don't have too many options, but the y-axis is relative copy number. Copy number, and the x-axis is years BP, and the R square is all sites combined, n equals 158. This gives us some context. Fairly low correlation, lots of variation. Likely function forms, linear decay. Simple straight line decreases often doesn't make physical sense for long-term preservation. DNA can go negative. R2 is often low for scattered biological data. Exponential decay, most common for DNA. By 0, initial relative copy number at age 0. K equals decay rate constant per year. DNA naturally decays proportionally to its current amount, which matches chemistry and biology. What? What do I do right now? How do I approach this question? Okay, okay. How do I approach question? Let me know what are the things I should look for in the graph. Oh. Oh wait, it's not. Okay. Identify axis. Oh shit, I forgot one thing. I forgot to change the description of my live stream. Yeesh. Did it? Did it? Identify the axis units. Look at the range and power scale. Choose candidate functions. For DNA preservation with age gap, exponential decay is always appropriate. Moro. Nicht genug What the Long-term scaling, rarely used for DNA preservation. Slow decay over log types, not common for DNA. For DNA preservation with age, exponential decay is almost always appropriate. Mm-hmm. Oh, stupid music. So 8,000. At 8,000 it's 0.001. 8,000 years. Relative copy number. Pick 2 points from the graph. 1,000. 0.001. I'm guessing that's 1000. Let's say 1001, right? Uh, Speak to points. Intercept b equals y. If exponential, solve for k for 2 points. Uh, okay. Okay. Like, okay, I'll take 2 points. So how do I start? So we're assuming that it's an exponential decay. Ooh, exponential. It kind of satisfies the rules for exponential. You need to start from a unit or a value. It should not be zero. Po, po. Did I set a timer? No. What are they doing? I seriously set a timer for 30 minutes. What is this, bro? It's so weird. Okay, it's working. Okay. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. DK constant per year. Assume y0 equals y1. 1. Because your first point is near the youngest sample. Uh, a bit. A bit. When n equals 1, I think y0 should be somewhere around here, right? It's not 10, but it should be between 1 and 10. Because your first point is near the youngest sample, we can approximate y0 equals... I don't know if that approximation is good. Solve for k using the second point. Take the natural log of both sides. K equals... optional verification. R square equals... But in this context, it doesn't change the parameters you calculate from the 2 points. The exponential model. Biological data are often noisy, so low R square is normal. How to use it in your answer. When you write your solution, you report it along with your fitted function. You can add a note about the fit. Oh, this part is not approximation because y equals 1 is 1000, I believe. Following diagram shows the correlation between age and DNA preservation. With which mathematical function is the line best described? An, provide as accurate as possible an estimate of all the necessary parameters of a depicted function. So what's with the statistical reliability, more confidence in the trend and in your parameters, R square interpretation, has a sample size. Each point is a measurement of DNA preservation at certain age from your sample size. This matters because statistical reliability, larger and more confidence in the trend and in your parameters. R square interpretation, the R square equals 0. That's why it's fairly low. There's a lot of natural variability. Spinning TV. You know what? I'm gonna skip this one because now right now my mind is not working for this one. Let's look. Let's take the next one. Comprehensive questions assignment 2 and 3. When is it useful to choose a simple logarithmic representation of data when it's double logarithmic? One more and when is a double logarithmic one more appropriate? How is the exponential function best represented graphically, and how about a power function? How do you manually represent the data set using double logarithmic plot? Why is the logistic growth a more realistic assumption? Oh, come on. I gotta do this, bro. Last assignments look pretty easy. It's doable, boy. Come on. Don't slack off. 5 more days, 5 more days. How do you manually represent a dataset using double logarithmic plot? How do you manually represent the data? What do you mean manually represent? Plot the graph? What? Why is logistic growth a more realistic assumption than exponential growth? Describe how to plot a space versus time diagram for a given motion scenario. What key features would you include to effectively represent the relationship between distance and time? What key features would you include to effectively represent the relation between distance and time? Logarithmic was versus double logarithmic representation. Simple logarithmic, log linear plot, x-axis linear, y-axis logarithmic. Useful when the dependent variable changes exponentially with the independent variable. The plot becomes a straight line, making it easier to determine k and y0. Oh, it's 6 degrees. What happened, Linz? It's raining. Let me check if it's raining. No, it's not here. Not here. Ow. Come on, focus, 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 focus. Logarithmic versus double logarithmic representation. Simple logarithmic plot. X-axis linear, y-axis logarithmic. Useful when dependent. Variable changes exponential with the independent variable. The plot becomes a straight line, making it easier to determine k and y0. Log linear. Okay, so that's a simple logarithmic. Okay. Converts curved power law relationship into a straight line. So double logarithm plots, double logarithmic plots convert power, power rate to linear, and single logarithm or semi logarithmic converts exponential to linear. Okay. How is an exponential function best represented graphically? How about a power function? Exponential is represented using simple logarithm, and power double logarithm. Okay. If the data set is increasing exponentially, then semi or simple log plotting is used for linearizing and for data sets increasing / decreasing on a rate of power is best plotted using double log to get a linearized plotting. Exactly, okay. How do you manually represent a data set using double logarithmic plot? What do you mean, bro? How do you do that? Just a minute, people. I'm in a call right now. I'll be in a minute, okay? It's just I got a call and it was an important call. I'll be there, okay? Did I waste a lot of time? Yes, I did. I did waste a lot of time. How long has it been going? 1 hour 30 minutes. Exactly where? I stopped at about the... Okay, looks like I wasted about 1 hour. YouTube, please. Just delete that part, okay? Don't worry about it. Oh, ARL from somewhere. You are still here. That's crazy. So what were we doing? What were we doing? We're looking into logarithms, right? Right. Yep. How do you manually represent the data set using double logarithmic plot? Here's a clear step-by-step guide to manually representing a data set on double logarithmic plot. Flip, 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 flip. Draw the line to best fit. Extract parameters. I know. Respect. How long's it's been? Like 1 hour. Yeah. I was in a call. I thought the call was gonna be fast, but I had to talk good to for about 1 hour. Extract parameters. Slope of the line equals exponent. You know what's bad? I have to cook something. I gotta eat. That means I have to get up again. So what does that mean? Oh, that means I should what should I do? Underlying relationship is a power law. The points should roughly align on a straight line. Draw a straight line that best represents the trend. Extract the parameters slope, not slop, slope. Intercept where line crosses. Not gonna lie, I don't know what happened, but my brain is not working. Come on. Come on, come on. Ooh. Okay. It feels like a lot of steps. Represent the data set using a double logarithmic plot. I know that we could plot the log values into a graph, but I didn't get the question asking. Manually represent. Do you play Minecraft? No. Surprisingly, I never played Minecraft. I have a lot of friends that say that played Minecraft and they're like, bro, that's the best game you can ever play. And yeah, I never played Minecraft, but you know what? In the future, I can see myself playing the game. When I get the PC, when I could build my Linux machine running Steam OS, I'm gonna play Minecraft. But yeah, first, source of income. Get to figure that out. How do you manually represent the dataset using double logarithm? What manually represent means? It means how would you draw it by hand on paper? Ah, okay. Simple answer, what the examiner expects. Both axes are logarithmic. Each major step represents a factor of 10. Okay. It's kind of dead now, but still goaded. Oh, bro, come on. Minecraft is one, from what I heard, it's one of the most creative type of games, right? You can do whatever. Whatever. So, yeah, I'm excited to play the game. Have you played? I mean, I'm guessing you play Minecraft, right? The games I have previously played was have you heard of Soulsborne games like Dark Souls? I used to play Dark Souls 3, but then I had to stop. Then I used to play a game called Lies of P, which is like a Korean. It's a Korean game studio, but it's a Soulsborne game. How would you draw it by hand on paper? Not derive equations, not fit models, just construct the plot correctly. Correct, simple answer. Label axis, okay. Plot each data point directly. Okay, that's a simple question. Why is logistic growth more realistic assumption than exponential growth? Why is logistic growth a more realistic? What do you mean by logistic growth? Logistic growth is more realistic assumption than exponential growth because it accounts for limited resource and environmental constraints which are always present in real systems. Exponential growth assumes unlimited resource and constant growth rate. This leads to unbounded growth, which is only realistic over a short time interval. Logistic growth includes a carrying capacity K. As population n approaches K, growth slows down and eventually stops. Carrying capacity, okay. Key reasons logistic growth is more realistic. Resources. Hmm. Can you show me an example? Also, how is this involved here? Like we were at the linear power and one more lenient power and logistic? No, exponential. There's a new one. Describe how would you plot a space versus time diagram for a given motion scenario. What key features would you include to effectively represent the relationship between distance and time? Describe how to plot space versus time diagram. Space versus time diagram. Okay. For a given motion scenario, space like space between the initial and final position. What key features would you include to effectively represent the relationship between distance and time? By the way, I'm the guy who did surface calc in ninth but can't continue in 10th. Do you remember? Yeah, okay, that was you. I was, I was, okay. That was like 5 days. No way, that you came up with that comment 5 days ago. What? 5 days? I don't think it was 5 days. But, okay. And you couldn't continue because you had exams coming up, right? Yeah. I remember that's how it was, right? That is a good question. Logistic route to growth is not new. Fourth random thing, it just actually connects directly to exponential growth and explains why exponential growth eventually fails. Concrete example of logistic growth: bacteria population in a petri dish. At the beginning, plenty of nutrients, lot of space, few bacteria. Growth looks exponential. After some time, nutrients decreases, waste accumulates, space becomes limited, growth slows down and levels off. This full behavior is described by logistic growth. Okay. Because of low performance in other subjects in exam. Uh-huh. What were the other subjects, if you don't mind? Is it math, physics, or also surface calc? I'm pretty curious on that. What is this surface calc? Is it surface level calculus? Or is surface calc something else? Surface area calculator. Wait. Could you explain what do you mean? Is it this? Level surface are 3D multivariable analog of 2D contour lines. Calculus 3 and level surfaces. Key concept of level surfaces. Is that what you were learning? No, I was goated in math and physics but got low in history, geography, and language. That is, I understand that situation. I mean, yeah, you're in ninth grade, right? You still got time. You surface calculus branch of calculus, okay? What is this on my keyboard? Like surface, integral, or partial derivatives. Okay, okay. I think I've came across those type of integral or derivatives when I was doing Gaussian surface stuff like that. I remember something. What is this? Hmm. It comes in physics mainly in electromagnetism. Yes. Yes, somewhere around that. Maxwell's equation. Okay. You know your shit. That's good. Uh, yep. Electromagnetism. There was one thing where switches and sensors were made based on that stuff. I forgot the name. When something goes in, uh, circuit fills up. Oh, I forgot what it was. Mm-hmm. Surface area of revolution. Mm-hmm. When a curve y equals f of x is rotated or rotated around an axis, the surface area is found by summing the lateral surface area of infinitesimal conical frustums. Dude, that's a lot of words. Okay, so like I was thinking, when is your exam? Is it over, or are you still learning for the exam? Growth looks exponential. Uh, this full behavior is described by logistic growth. Okay, and K is the carrying capacity. Why is logistic growth more realistic assumptions than exponential growth? Okay, so I got the reason. I understand now why logistic is more realistic. That's the answer. Okay, describe how to plot a space-time diagram for a given motion scenario. What key features would you include effectively represent the relationship between distance and time? Hmm. If it's a constant velocity, it's a linear progress or linear type graph. If it's increasing velocity or a constant acceleration, now that is power rate, increase in rate according to power law. And if it's increasing acceleration, then it's an exponential growth. That's what I understand. That's what I understand, but I don't know. Oh shit! My 1 hour session, that timing is gone. What's the time now? It's the stream is going for 1 hour 56 minutes. To plot the space-time versus a diagram. Choose axis to find the motion, plot the data, connect appropriately. Key features to include and interpret: slope of the curve, curvature of the graph, intercept, tangent, labels and units, typical motion cases, constant velocity, constant acceleration, changing acceleration. That's what I was saying. Okay. Okay. Now's the questions coming up. The animal population in a given area consists of 100 animals at the beginning. 4 years later, exam is coming next to next week. That's so it's gonna be February second week onwards. So it's like a CBS. Are you doing CBSE boards? CBSE Central Board of Secondary Education, yeah. Or are you ICSE? Or is it the 10th? Like right now, are you gonna write the 10th exam or 9th exam? 9th standard exam. 4 years later, the population contains 1,200 animals. Give a formula to determine the number t of animals as a function of time, assuming exponential growth. Assuming exponential growth, how long does it take for the population to grow to 4,000? In fact, the animal population does not grow exponentially, but according to logistic growth formula. Yeah, February 17th. How did you know CBSE 10th? How do I know? Like, I checked your account and I did see India, so I'm guessing you are a 10th CBSE student. Hell yeah! I did write the exam. When was it? Oh, it's been a long time. Was it 2018? Yeah, somewhere around that time. Because I do remember exactly the last day of my CBSE exam. COVID lockdown started. That was crazy. The next day, the day right after my exam was over, a lockdown. Oh man, then 2 years. But my CBSE 10th exam, how was it? You're bringing back memories. I do remember I thought I did really good for a math exam. Like I remember when I was in exam hall, I was like, I wrote all the question. I felt like I was the fastest in the room. I finished the question paper and I was like, okay, I'm done. Can I go home? That kind of mentality, and I was like, oh, I'm getting full marks on math. Guess what? It was just 60% or something. I was like, what, what, what? So yeah, I do remember. Uh, you could recheck your papers, right? I do remember paying 500 rupees to look at my question paper. And yeah, I did make a lot of mistakes. And I deserve that. But yeah, that's what my memory of my 10th exam. The other subjects, okay. Damn. Yeah. NFT max 1 plus alpha times exp minus k times t. What? What is this? What? You know what? I think I should stop here because I'm pretty fucking Which stream did you take? I took the, obvious biomat. Yeah, biomat. And I do remember taking, writing the NEET exam. That did not go out well. But guess what? We still survive. No exams can bring you down. No exams define who you are. Oh, oh, oh. I'll solve this cleanly, step by step, exactly at the exam level. Initial population 100. After 4 years, 1200. So we're considering exponential growth. God damn. Hey yo, appreciate you for checking out the stream. Bro, what is this shit? Well, this is the shit. It's math, bro. I got exams coming up. I thought you needed 85% for math. Oh, okay, okay. Wait. I also remember that. It's either then I did not get 60%, I did get something about 60%. But what happened? Uh, I think it's an overall percentage. You need above 85 on an overall percentage. I think that's how it works, right? Because, uh, yeah, but I did take bio math, and it was a CBSE. I took 11, 10, 12 CBSE. Okay, maybe it depends on school. Okay, maybe that's also a deciding factor. Ain't no exam deciding what I'll be. Hell yeah. Yeah. God damn, are you still here? uh, I guess it was different in your school. Yep, I think that's what it is. Cause I don't remember getting 85 on math. I thought I was getting 95 or something, but the reality was like, nah, you ain't that good enough, boy. Exponential growth. You use the exponential growth equation here. 100 and 0 is 100. Determine k. Okay, it's the normal shit, normal type shit. T is 5.94 years. Okay, I'll do it later. But what is this one then? Logistic growth. Okay. Alpha exponent e raised to minus kt. Okay, that's correct. Alpha is 99. My school out here given math to 70%. Oh, yeah. My school would also be around somewhere like that. I forgot it depends. I forgot the whole thing where you need minimum this much percentage of math. I forgot the whole thing. But hey, made it. Not made it. At least I'm surviving. There's no such thing as made it. No. So I found K. Okay, random bullshit. Now C, display the exponential and logistic growth in a linear plot for t equals 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12 years. Estimate from the geographical representation after how many years the two models differ at least by 20%. You know what? I'll do it later. I'm kinda. I'm kinda. Yo, what's up? Hey, yo, your average Sans fan. How you doing? How you doing, man? You came at the very last moment. I was like, right now, my brain is fully, it just drained. There's nothing in here right now. Like you said, I need to check Discord. It's been a while since I checked Discord. Oh, come on. Record. I need to set the rules. Is there a profile? What is this? Uh-huh. Okay. ARL from somewhere. Can I add you on Discord? Of course. Of course. But how do you get my Discord? Don't allow people to chat here. Okay. Can I block this user part? Like the rules part? Age restricted, slow mode, no, permissions. Okay, I should make it private channel, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So right now it should be locked, right? My username is aeronautical engineer. Go to the settings beside the server and turn off allowing other people to edit it. I see you. Can I just search this? Oh, whoa. It's locked. Oh, yeah. Aeronautical engineer. How do I... I don't think I could find your... I don't know if I didn't see that. Maybe you could look mine. It's I could paste it on the chat. Wait. Why is it not coming up? That is my username. That's what Discord's telling me my username is. Streamer mode. Hey, we made new friends. That's crazy. That is crazy. Okay, I gotta eat something cause it's not looking good. Well, I gotta say, I really appreciate you guys for checking out the stream. ARL from somewhere, your average Saints fan. What's the God damn? That's a cool username, I gotta say. God damn. Well. I'm in the stream. Peace. We're gonna cook, we're gonna eat, and I should be back. If I am staying consistent, I should be back.